It's the week. It's the stare off. We wanted to see how long we could, which one would flinch first, and I guess I flinched. It's the weekly win streak. We're back um, after just a small little hiatus, but we are here to lock in, guys. It's Tuesday. Hopefully, the beginning of your week went well. Hopefully, you enjoyed a shitty Monday Night Football game, but your wagers went well. I mean, what a boring game. TP3. What's up, my brother?
Man, it feels good to be back here and not at jury duty. Let me tell you that much. I was in jury duty yesterday. Came back here. I got back here like right before essentially would have started the show, and I needed to cap the Royals game. Needed to take a nap. It was just, unfortunately, guys, we were not able to go live yesterday. But sometimes you got to make do with what you got, and that's exactly what we're doing. Is we're back on here once again today. Bro, how'd you end up doing yesterday on the picks, man?
Well, the tides may have turned just a bit. The tides may have turned. Now, the bad luck and the bad beats didn't completely leave our system. It's always, you're going to have some aspect of that with bro. But we did well yesterday. We went 4-2, up 2.8 units. Would have been a massive day if Juju Smith doesn't drop that touchdown. I live bet with a boost. Juju anytime touchdown would have been plus 1375, and I put a unit on it, dude. I would have been fucking cashed. But it's okay. It's okay. How about you? How'd you do yesterday?
Went 1-2 yesterday. I was on the Guardians, sickening beat there. I was on the Saints. They never had a chance. Then I was on the Royals first 5 innings. So at least I was able to cash that one. So, man, sometimes that's just the way it goes. I'll say it. The Saints was a bad read, but I think other than that, well, honestly, I feel like if they didn't have both their linebackers out, they probably would have played better because their defense seemed really out of sorts. But, never mad, but especially after we had a winning week, can't be that mad. So it was a solid week, man. We crushed our live show we did on a Saturday, had a really solid day. I think all the plays I gave out on here hit. So yeah, West Virginia, bang, Ole Miss, we were both on that one. Let's see what else
Indiana
we got. Indiana cash, the over in Wake Forest and NC State. I don't think I gave out Arizona on here. If I did give out Arizona, that would have been our only loser on the entire day that I would have given out on this show. So it was never a bad day right there, guys. And honestly, if the Padres hadn't blown that shit, that would have been a legendary Saturday from TP3.
Yeah. Usually we catch up on the weekend. I completely forgot we haven't spoke here on air about our weekend.
Yeah.
But honestly, just wanted to touch on the Saints game really quick, man. I don't think it was the wrong read. I honestly, I'm a Chiefs guy. I took the Chiefs in the face of 2025 fucking people cheering for, who was it, the Ravens? When we were down in Nashville, I was going on the Chiefs. I was proud to stand tall. Listen, I didn't play the Chiefs yesterday. The only thing I had Chiefs was Chiefs minus 2.5 and over 32.5 in a fucking teaser. So I wasn't very confident in them either. I tell you what, man. What is going on with that offense? It is just drop back and pray and throw it as far as you can. Derek Carr over and over and over again. What is that? Did you notice that? Like, I just feel like he had people open underneath and he's just fucking launching it. What is he doing?
Yeah, that was so dumb. And they also had some injuries, too, on their offensive line. So I think they weren't getting as much time to throw the football. But still, though, dude, I thought the Saints offense looked completely out of sorts. They looked good on that first drive, then they just looked awful. They couldn't run the football at all. Their offensive line couldn't protect Carr. Carr wasn't taking easy throws. Like you said, Chris Olave had one catch for 4 yards, and then other than that, he had 2 really costly penalties. So all the Saints did was shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and it was weird to see them completely after they didn't have success running in the interior, they just completely abandoned the run game altogether. I feel like they forgot that Kamara is that dude on the outside, and what's Chris 98, Chris Taylor, Chris Jackson, something. The big guy that they were doing
Chris Jones.
Yeah, Chris Jones, beast, should be all defensive player of the year, honestly. But he was locking down the interior. I feel they were double teaming inside. Just go outside, run outside. There's so much room to do it. And once you let that D line pin their ears back and they know you're just throwing the ball, it's over. That Spags dials up a lot of really good blitz packages and really aggressive blitz, especially on 3rd and longs. Getting in those long downs, It just didn't work out for the Saints, but I honestly think that was probably the right play at Saints plus 5.5. Like, fuck.
I don't know. Watching the game play out, it felt like they never had a chance after they threw that pick on the first drive, and Kansas City drove down and scored. I mean, Kansas City threw the pick in the end zone. I think, didn't they lose a fumble or something too? Missed a field goal. Like, it felt like Kansas City should have beat them by 100 points.
Yeah, I mean, no, but also my Guardians fucked you. Oh,
They did. The Guardians definitely did.
Yeah, Class A to do it to you too. That's like, I'll tell you this though, that is truly a bad beat. That is a 1 in a fucking million that will ever happen. Class A is, for my dollar, the best reliever in all of baseball. Like, I think he's a really good closer.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that one. He definitely is. But, as we always say, guys, nobody cares about what happened yesterday. It all comes down to today. Today, guys, we have a game in college football, and we have 2 games in Major League Baseball, one about to start here in a few minutes. Bro, should we go ahead and get into the free play portion of this show?
Yeah, we should, because listen, guys, 30 seconds. TP3 said this like 2 weeks ago, and I remember I woke up and I like literally heard his voice in the back of my head. He said, just because there's a game to bet on doesn't mean you have to bet on it. Like, this game is shit. We don't know anything about these teams. Like, let's be real here. Like, what are they, G5 schools? Like, yep. It's just a bunch of fucking, who knows? Go flip a coin if you want to do that. Let's get locked into the MLB. T, when we spoke this morning, we were talking in the green room. I was happy to know that we both have very similar feelings for these games, and I love it. What is your strongest play that you're willing to let the people have for the 5 p.m. matchup, Phillies-Mets? What's your strongest play?
Man, my strongest play today is we're going to go with the over today in the Mets and the Phillies game. So when I look at this matchup here, Sean Manaea had a 5 ERA against the Phillies this season, and Sean Manaea has been pretty bad in his last 3 starts where his ERA is hovering in that 5 range as well. I mean, you look at what Manaea did this season. While he had a great regular season, like I said, he's coming apart here down the stretch. The Phillies are top 5 in the MLB in batting average, WRC plus, all those numbers when it comes to hitting left-handed pitchers, and that's exactly what he is. It's a pretty good matchup for the Phillies offense. And you look at the flip side of things, I think the Mets are going to win the game. The Mets are the hot team. They're swinging hot bats. Aaron Nola has a 4 ERA versus the Mets. He pitched almost a no-hitter against the Mets one game, and then he got his dick kicked in the other start. So Aaron Nola's had 2 interesting data points. Usually aces get touched up in divisional games. I think the Mets are swinging the hottest bats in baseball right now, besides the team we'll talk about later. I think the Mets are going to come in here, get it done. So I'll go out and take the over in this game at 7 runs. I think it's way too few. I think we see 9 to 11 runs in this game.
Yeah, I love it. And guys, I'm actually on the same play. I'm on the same play, and both of those plays can be over on SoBet. Couldn't agree with you more on portion of it, for sure. And the over, I agree with you on. But there is a bit of a disagreement that we'll have to talk about. We'll address that in a moment. I'll air my grievances. But Manaea, yeah, he's not good. And at home, he had 2 outings against Philly at home, 1-1, only 10 innings pitched, 9 earned runs, and 4 home runs allowed. Okay. The Phillies bats definitely have momentum. They're starting to swing the bats well. They're starting to get healthy. We love it. From if you're a Phillies fan, of course. Yes, Nola did get lit up in one outing, but he did also go out there and have a really good outing in New York. I agree with the over. Also, the wind everywhere else in like America is a little bit cooler than average, except for like this little heat pocket in the Northeast where like, I don't even know. It's like windshield from this fucking storm. Yeah. Stuff, but it's warm in New York, 73 degrees, winds blowing out at like 12 miles an hour, northwest, gust of up to 20. So, guys, I think we're going to see runs. But here's where me and T, I don't even know we disagreed on this, but I thought you were on the Phillies. But here's where we disagree. I thought he was on the Phillies. I'm on the Phillies. I'm on the Phillies because, listen, when it comes down to postseason, the home field advantage for me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And while the Mets have been hot, I want to know, can I trust you to get me through the storm? Like, T, right now, if you told me, bro, I got a 2020 Chevy Silverado and I got a 2020 Tesla. Why? Right here, right now, with a hurricane coming, I want to know something has gotten me through it and I can trust it. Schwarber, playoff experience. Harper, playoff experience. Trey Turner, playoff experience. Castellanos, playoff experience. All these guys have lots of playoff experience, and they've been able to hit in those big moments before. Whereas for the Mets, they really only have two. That is a young lineup. It's a young lineup. You got about two guys that have playoff experience, and everybody else is little fawns out there, little baby deer. I think the BVPs against Manaea for the Phillies are really good. 97 at bats. They're slashing 309, 346, 680. So that's batting average, on base percentage, and slug, which is pretty good. And yes, Nola has a high ERA against the Mets, but Manaea actually has the higher of the ERAs against the opposition. He's a 5.4 ERA against Philly this year, and Nola has like a 4.3 or something, 4.4 ERA against the Mets. So I'm on the Phillies. I like the momentum they gained late in that game, and I think they come in here, and we've seen a trend of kind of like the road teams stealing games and like strategically, kind of matching. It's like a chess match. I like the Phillies. What can I say?
That was a pretty solid breakdown there. Yeah, I didn't play anything on the side. To be honest with you, I think the Mets are going to win the game. But at the same time, when I look at the side, the game is priced like Vegas doesn't even know who's going to win the game. They're basically saying, here, take this team or take this team. We'll give you about the same odds on both of them. You tell us who's going to win the game. We don't care, because either way, they're going to make money off that minus, because you're paying minus money for both teams. So they're going to make their money off that extra 7 or 8 cents you got to pay to pick your winner, basically. So that's the way Vegas lined this game. Let's check out the betting split real quick over on Pickett. I didn't even look at the betting split on the side. To be honest with you, when I woke up this morning and looked at the line, I thought I was going to take the Mets, and then I realized they were both favored. And then I looked at how Manaea had been pitching and how he did against the Phillies, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not picking a winner in today's game. So that line told me everything I needed to know. So right now, Mets money line is a more popular money line pick, but the Phillies plus 1.5 is the more popular spread pick. So yeah, Vegas is basically going to clean up either way on this game. So it's the kind of game where Vegas doesn't lose.
Is it Phillies plus 1.5 or minus?
Let's see. Last time I checked, Phillies were plus 1.5. Let's see right now.
Because that's very interesting. That I don't like that.
No, you're right. You're right. The Phillies are minus 1.5.
Okay. I feel a little better because, see, here's one thing that I learned, that I saw. It's a trick. It's a trick on the books. If you see someone is the favorite or a pretty close co-favorite, but then they're like the more of the favorite, like a minus 118. But then they're getting plus money, and the minus 108 is minus money on the run line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I will always take the team that is the minus, minus on the run line, laying the runs, even if they're the underdogs on the straight up, money line.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky little strategy they do there.
Interesting. Okay, I like that. That's interesting. Yeah. So anyway, I like the Mets in the over. Brobo likes the Brobo's taking the Phillies in the over. So hopefully the Phillies win then for him, because I didn't bet on the side. Let's talk about the second game though here. Oh, whoa.
Guys, I'm not even gonna take a minute to give you this. This is only if you tuned in. I did this on my TikTok live earlier. Only if you tuned in. Yeah. VIP subscribers, I'm sorry. This is my favorite play of the day. It's the play of the day. Bro's lock of the day. Secret. Shh, don't tell anybody. It is Castellanos over 1.5 bases. Okay? 11-5 in 16 games against the Mets. So he's done this in 11 out of 16. And in the last 7 days, he's hitting 462. In the last 15 days, he's hitting 395 with basically the same on-base percentage. This guy's getting on base. He's an old dude. This is his time. This is their time. He's hot now. I love this play. I love it. So take it, and that's it. Second game, it's a nightcap. And T, I told you, I really had to dig deep and think because this is a trap. This is a trap. T, who do you got? You got something you can give the people in the Padres Dodgers game?
I do. I want you to go first because I got a prop to pull out for this pick.
Oh, okay. I love it. Okay. So while T is getting his prop, he's got like a little newspaper there, Rolling Stone. I wonder who that is there.
Future.
Oh, Future. Daddy soda in my styrofoam. Talking crazy in my mama. Oh, that's sick. All right. So while he's getting his prop, listen, I literally had Dodgers in the cart, ready to lock it on the money line. You guys know I love the Dodgers. Then I thought about it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? This Walker Buehler kid, you can't trust him. The bullpen, you can't trust him. They got nobody to go to in terms of who the fuck is going to throw the ball. That, if you're the Dodgers, will work against 28 of these teams in the league. I think there's 30 of them. It will not work against the Phillies, and it will not work against the Dodgers, and it will not work against the Yankees. Those are like the three teams I don't believe the Dodgers can utilize that strategy under. Like, their batting will not make up for how bad their pitching is against those three teams. It's just facts, man. The Padres are hot, bro. I think they're the best team in baseball right now, and if you want my choice for who's going to win the World Series, it's the Padres. They got spunk. They got pep in their step. I mean, Fernando Tatis is literally hanging his nutsack in the face of Dodgers fans saying, hold my grapes, how's your mother? It's over. The Dodgers look like deer in headlights. Padres money line, Padres -1. Fuck it. If you want to be a little fucking spicy, I don't care. Lay the run line. The Padres are going to win today, and it's going to be a decision. Like, it's not even going to be like a sweat. Wow, he looks like Dylan Cease, this guy. Oh, shit.
No. We ain't Dylan Cease. We got Manny Machado.
Oh, Machado.
Yeah, you already know. Yeah, man, we're taking the Padres -1 in this game tonight, man. I love this spot for the Padres today. So, first of all, let's just talk about advantages here. First of all, Walker Buehler is trash, guys. This is not the same Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler's ass now. Second reasoning here why we like the Padres. Not only do they have a huge pitching edge in this game, but the Padres have a better lineup. They're more dialed in. Mookie Betts hasn't gotten a hit in like 26 straight at bats. He didn't even get a base hit last postseason. He doesn't have one yet this postseason. He did get walked 3 times and robbed of a home run. I feel like the Padres blew game 1, and then in game 2, they were like, man, we blew that shit, but we got the swagger and we're gonna come in here and win. Like, dude, there's nothing more electric than watching Tatis round the bases. When he gets to third base and he does like that jump stop where he takes a step backwards and then runs forward, bro, they had swagger like I haven't seen a team have in a long time in a baseball game. When he hit that home run in the 9th inning, and after they hit him too with that pitch, you could tell he took exception to it. They threw stuff on the field at him. And he hit the home run. He started flexing. He bat flipped it, did all that stuff, his little jump hop and everything. Bro, this Padres team has the it factor. They have the swag. They got the riz. They got all that shit going for them right now. They have the best bullpen in baseball. The Dodgers are the 18th bullpen. They're going to pull what's-his-face early and go to that trash bullpen, and they're going to be done in this game. I'm telling y'all, Padres will win this series in 6 games, maybe even 5. Give me the Padres tonight. I think this series, I don't think the Dodgers win either of these games in San Diego.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm right there with you. And I haven't seen, when I watched them play the other day, it reminded me of the Guardians that lost to the Cubs in the World Series. That was the last time, or it was actually the Indians still, but that was the last time I've ever seen a team with that type of spunk, with that type of fuck you, we're here, let's go. You don't get that type of that type of spunk in baseball. You know, you get a lot of that in football and basketball, where there's physicality to the game. Damn it, do I love some fucking October baseball, bro? Shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's also some other stats for you, too, about Michael King. Here's Michael King's last 9 starts at home. Versus the Braves, 12 strikeouts. Versus Houston, 7 strikeouts. Versus San Francisco, 8 strikeouts. Versus the Mets, 7 strikeouts. The Twins, 6. The Pirates, 10. The Mariners, 9. The Brewers, 8. We're going way back here. Against the A's, 12. His last time he struck out less than 6 batters was Friday, June 7th. against the Diamondbacks where he struck out 5 batters. Michael King deals and pumps gas at the house here. The Padres are winning this game tonight, man. Don't take the Dodgers. This line is begging you to take the Dodgers. Like, oh, you think the Dodgers are the best team in baseball? Well, here's plus 150 for them to get wiped tonight.
Yep. And seriously, I almost fell for it. I'll be honest. I was texting T. I was like, yo, bro, I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to get the Dodgers at this value again. And he said, he said what he said. He gave me some good information. I did my own research. I looked into some things, and I thought about it. You know when you're at the grocery store and you're walking through the steak section and you see those steaks that are like today's daily savings, and it's like a filet mignon that's like $8 off, and the shit is like almost green. It looks like not even edible, but they're still trying to sell it. That is what the Dodgers are today. Okay? It's a dressed up filet.
Yeah.
They're trying to sell you on a good price. Like, hey, this is the filet. This is the best of the best. You know this is the best of the best, but it's just not. Dude, am I crazy for thinking like Padres could win? I think Padres are going to win the World Series. Like, who has momentum like them right now?
They're my pick. Remember, when we came on the show, that was who I picked to win the World Series, so they're going to beat the Yankees.
You did say that. And it might be time to put in a futures bet. I mean, we're not going to get as much odds, but I might have to throw a little something.
Yeah, I already have 10 to win 310 on them to win the NL, so hopefully I end up cashing that one. So, yeah, I threw that one down.
TP Sharp.
Threw that one down a while. I also got 10 to win the same thing on the Royals to win the AL, so I probably won't be able to cash that one, but we'll see what happens there. Real quick before we move into this shitty college football game, I just want to say this, guys. If you're watching right now, here's a little bonus NBA future that I only gave to my VIP over on SoBet. Look, do not place this bet if you're not on a cash out book. Only if you're on a cash out early book. Right now, you look at NBA regular season MVP odds. Paolo Banchero plus 20,000 to be regular season MVP. Guys, if you put $10 on that, you get $2,000 if he wins their MVP. And I'm not saying Banchero is going to win MVP. All I'm saying is the Magic's team got better. They were already a top 4 team in the East last year. I think they were 5th in the East last year. They add Caldwell Pope. They get Banchero another year older. They get what's his face as well, Franz Wagner another year older as well. Their 2 young stars are going to be emerging into their primes. Look, I'm just saying the odds are ridiculous. In my opinion, he should be top 10 in the league in order to get this award. I think might even be top 5 at some point. I think you can easily cash this out and get an easy $200. So Paolo Banchero MVP only on a cash out book. I can't be more clear about that.
That's sharp as fuck. Sharp as fuck. Wow. My mind's blown. I love it. And also, while we're on the topic of NBA, just fade my Cavs, dude. They suck. They're going to be ass this year.
They'll make the playoffs.
They may not make the playoffs.
I don't think they will.
8 seed.
Nah, they're definitely a playoff team.
Shite. We got Donovan Mitchell's like a B-level star. Darius Garland can't shoot. Evan Mobley's soft. Jared Allen has no offense. Evan Mobley has no jumper. We're the only team in the NBA that has 2 big men that can't shoot a 3 ball. Neither of them can shoot the 3. The only team in the league. Name me one other team that has a center and a power forward starting that neither of them have any, not even a fucking lick of perimeter game. You're an NBA.
Evan Mobley can dribble. He just can't shoot.
Exactly. What does that do for you? You want to help? Thanks for dribbling out there. If you want to dribble out the clock, come on, Evan, get on out here. He sucks, dude. Fuck. But I can't tell you how much I love that futures play. I might actually do that. That's smart as fuck. Yeah, you just cash it out. Let it rise up a little bit and fucking smack it. But
yeah, exactly.
Did you do some digging into this game at all?
Yeah, so I looked at this game. I mean, guys, FAU's a joke program. They lost to an FCS school. This team's especially kind of bad. I mean, we took Indiana against them in week 1. They had no business being on the same field as Indiana in that game. I think FIU is one of the worst teams, honestly, in college football. Like, I think they're a bottom 100 team easily. Liberty, I'm not that impressed with. They play the easiest schedule in all of college football because they play in a joke conference, Conference USA. If this spread was like 13.5, I would take Liberty at 16. I think it was at 20 this morning. I believe it's at 16 now. I'm going to watch it. Maybe if I can get a number live with Liberty, I might hop in here, but I'm not going to touch this game. I mean, FIU's terrible. Like, I know you watched that UTEP game. The FIU's on the same level as UTEP. They're maybe a little bit better than UTEP. This team is fucking terrible, though. I mean, the bottom teams in this conference are a joke. Like, they're a joke. And Kennesaw State is even worse than all of them. So, with that being said, I'm going to stay away from this game completely. But I think the only way to play it is to play Liberty. I saw somebody say Liberty's team total under. That might not be a terrible look, but FIU is bad. Yeah,
they're terrible. And I was gonna be on the over, and then I started thinking, am I? So basically, I'm trusting Liberty to get me 35. You know, you have to, because FIU's only gonna get you fucking maybe 10, 17, something like that. Like, bro, they got the touchdown they got against Indiana. That was full concession. Indiana was in prevent. It was just garb. Listen, I don't want anything to do with this game, man. And I will not be watching it. I will not be jumping in on a live bet. I don't give a fuck. Listen, there's better things to put your money on, man. There's better things to put your money on, like the Philadelphia Mets over 7. Guys.
Yeah, it says it all about this team, by the way. They lost 38-20 to FAU. FAU's trash.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it. Phillies, and today is Tuesday, Philly cheesesteak special. It's happening. It's happening.
Love it.
We're locking in, guys. So, story time. There's this like cheesesteak place that's like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from me. It's locally famous. You got to call an hour in advance. And they'll make your cheesesteak. This shit is legit fire. Legit gas. And on Tuesdays, they have his pasta special. You get a little fucking dish of spaghetti and meatballs. Bangarang. On sale. Best deal. So I'm a happy camper. We got baseball. We got football. We got great food. TP3, what could be better?
The only thing would be better, guys, if we cash these bets tonight. Like me and Bro always say, guys, y'all want to find all our bets every single day. They're all posted over on our So Bets. All you got to do is click that link in our profile. Use promo code BROBRO, promo code TP3, $9.95 a month, 30 cents a day. We're going to be firing all season long. I really wish we could get involved in these Conference USA games, guys. I just can't do it personally. These games are trash. But anyway, Bro, it's been a pleasure as always, man.
Absolutely. It's good to see you after a couple of days off, 2 days off in a row. Wow.
Yeah, we took a 2-day break, guys, but we're back as always. We'll be back on here tomorrow. We'll be back Thursday, back Friday, back Saturday. Y'all know the deal, man. Tap in with us. Let's get some fucking money tonight.